Today I am here only to listen to all the eminent speakers. You can't really do anything unless you also learn from the others. It is, indeed a pleasure to be. This afternoon session has been quite helpful to us. We recently organized a seminar of all the academics in Hyderabad and discussed at length about the status of higher education in Telangana region, and suggested that the existing enrollment ratio is very low and it needs to be increased. But then at the same time, we must ensure that the quality has to be maintained. Now, the decline in the university has not happened all of a sudden. It has been, over a period of time, due to the privatization policies, they have withdrawn funds to the universities and also stopped recruitment. So most of the positions are vacant. Nearly 50% of the positions are vacant in the universities and colleges. That's the reason why we see a decline of the universities. On the contrary, the private colleges are expanding and there isn't a regulatory mechanism at all. It is, not very rosy at all in the private colleges. The system needs to be modified. The corporate intermediate colleges are focusing on the MCET examination, and that's the reason why though you may find those students are doing well in the exam, but they are not trained properly. They don't have a single practical session at all in the college. Whereas every intermediate college is expected to have a lab, and every engineering college, intermediate college, the students are expected to practice in the labs. They do not in the corporate colleges. Now, these are the students who go to an engineering college where the teaching standards are very low. Now, imagine, they are passing out and, you find them that they are not employable at all. So, this is, a kind of a situation that evolved over a period of time where the public institutions are killed and you try to rely on private institutions, and an unregulated expansion of the private education has created the present crisis. And I really do not know how we address it. It cannot be tackled all of a sudden. It requires a long-term strategy and also an immediate program of action. This needs to be integrated. And another thing that I would like to say and finish with that, now, it is important to remember that education cannot resolve the unemployment problem. Education system perhaps can impart the skills, but the question of employment must be addressed by the industry and more so by the economic policies of the government. So you cannot hold the universities and colleges responsible for generating employment. It is for the government to evolve policies that would provide employment. So these two are two separate things and needs to be underscored. As far as Telangana region is concerned, at the moment 6 lakh people are employed in the industry, of which 1 lakh are in the major and medium industries, and about 5 lakh workers are in the small and micro industry. So that's where the employment is, opportunities are available. Now this region, it's not only today, even in the ancient period, relied heavily on the manufacturing sector. At one time, steel and other manufacturing sectors were so heavily sustained the economy of the region. And today also, you can't, agriculture beyond a point cannot support this region. There are limitations to it. So you must think in terms of strengthening small, micro and medium industries. And there are areas where the region is quite strong. In small scale and micro industries, the region is quite strong. You have a number of power looms and a number of Kandasari units and a number of other units. But during the last 10 years, the emphasis was on IT sector. The emphasis was also on attracting the private investments into the service sector. So that has ruined virtually the existing small scale and medium industries. Now, it's in fact, the kind of destruction that has taken place due to privatization and liberalization is unimaginable. What you experienced was a real estate driven economic development. And this real estate driven economic development, it can neither attract investments into industry, nor can it generate employment. Somehow we must get out of this and start thinking in terms of industrial development. Good that government has come out with a policy with emphasis on small and micro industries. Now how that needs to be grounded. So that I think is the major task. And I have, when I was in America this time, I have realized that there are a number of NRIs who are located in the second tier industries. And these are well connected with the global markets. Now you don't have to, in fact, create global market for Indian goods. If only you can invite these second tier industries into India and create investment opportunities for them, maybe they can produce goods that will have a global market. Now how we do it is another important exercise. Today I don't think it has received any serious attention, but this is an issue that needs to be explored further. These are some of the aspects. We need to focus specifically on each of these areas and work on a long-term basis. On education, how do you regulate private sector? How do we strengthen the public institution is one aspect. And as far as the industrial sector is concerned, there are small and micro industries that are quite strong, and if appropriate environment is created, they will all grow into very healthy units. It's only the government policies that have totally ruined these institutions. Bhubaneswar was a major hub of textiles production. So today none of these units are operating. So one must look at all these issues and try to revive, these industrial units, and therefore you require, groups that would monitor each sector and see that, the lobby for appropriate policies for each of these subsectors. This is what we need to do, and the tasks are, quite many. And today's seminar has been quite helpful. And unlike, the usual, we talk and go, this is the one seminar where very useful presentations were made. And these presentations, we have already in the Joint Action Committee constituted ourselves into subcommittees. Each subcommittee would look at a particular sector. Today's presentations would provide very useful inputs to the kind of exercise that we are planning to undertake. Thank you for giving me this.